I don't want to go too public about my sister's circumstances, but if you watch that video, you might be feeling a little bit confused as to what her younger child is doing now. So if she's not able to look after a child, how has she got a child? She's got a child, but the father has to be around at all times, and he is going back to work. He's going back on Wednesday, hence why she wanted me to come this week. But I pointed out that if I did come down, I'm only coming down for a few days. What are you going to do for the rest of the time? But the father's still married to someone technically. They split up before they met Sophie, although Sophie might have been a reason why. Well, she was dating the wife was dating someone else, but he killed himself last summer. Um, but so they have been separated for. I think they were together. She was with her other partner for over a year, and so he does have, he's still married. They didn't get a divorce, but yeah, technically they definitely are separated and have been separated for a while. But she doesn't have a job. She's got three kids. I think the youngest is 7 or 8, and then there's like a 14-year-old and maybe 12, I think it is. I can't remember the ages, but she does have three kids, so she is good looking after kids. She can raise kids, and three of them, and she doesn't have a job. So yeah, when this guy's working, Sophie, and he will drop Sophie and the kid off at this partner's house. So the kid's not alone. Sophie. So when I say if Sophie can do it when the child's 3 or 4, I mean, can she do it alone? Like, hopefully she'll still have a partner. I'm pretty sure she's the type of person who always does want a partner. Like, okay, there was a time where she would bounce from person to person, but she does ultimately want to be, she likes the support. She needs the support of having someone. So, but yeah, when I say can she do it at 3 or 4, I mean, can she be alone with a child at 3 or 4? Right now she can't be trusted to be alone with a child because I think it's lack of communication involved that leads to an inability to feel motivated. Like, she would want to go out and do things like, oh, I'm bored, I don't want to just sit and watch a baby sleep. But if a baby needs to sleep, then a baby needs to sleep, and you can't be thinking of yourself. And she would, that's what I noticed, she was always putting her own needs first. And you could be staring at the child thinking how cute it looks, and then you'd look over to my sister and she just looks bored, like she wants to walk away. And I'm just thinking, well, if the child is going to be alone with her 24/7, this isn't going to work. So that's what I mean, she couldn't do it. When the child though is talking, 3, 4, I don't know what age I think they start talking, probably 3, maybe 2.5. But yeah, when the child is talking, it might be different because she would have hopefully there would be some communication, unless this is the girl, unless she too is going to be autistic. But I don't know, things will change, circumstances will change when the child gets older, because they'll both be able to talk more. And with the older child, I think he's 3 years older. That they did do tests on her to see if she's able to look after the child, and I guess it was deemed no. But I don't know why it was deemed no. I didn't see them. I didn't see the results. I don't know. I think if social services are having family members that are getting angry over situations because they don't understand it, partly the reason why they don't understand it is because they can't see it. I haven't seen Sophie with a 3-year-old. And I would love to know if she can be trusted to look after a 3-year-old, whilst if the partner is working from 9 till 5, can Sophie be trusted with a 3-year-old 9 to 5 alone? That's what I mean. Can she do it? Not can she physically? Of course she can be with a child. She's not aggressive. She's not going to hurt the child in any way. But can she be trusted to look after a 3-year-old and not think, let's go on a 4-hour walk or something, with a 3-year-old that clearly won't be able to do that? I don't think she would do that, but I've not seen her with anything. So I just wanted to make that point. I mean, I know that the wife did actually want the child, and she actually was. I haven't spoken to her. I've heard that she was willing to take on, adopt this child and look after the child, but she didn't want to have to go through the hassle and horrible. It's horrible to have yourself assessed. To go through social services and have people that are strangers come into your house and judge your children, assess you. It's a horrible thing. I went through it, and it's not nice, especially when you know that these people are probably cruel and they want to have any excuse to put you down because they can make money from it. You know, social services, they make money from taking your from assessing you. If they fail you, every failure that they get, they can make money from it because they can say, well, this person can't do it, so we need to look after it. This person can't do it, so we need to be there every hour of the day. So they don't want, you know, no one wants to have people, you know, they're also, social services are also visiting her every single day. So they're making a lot of money out of this. Are they doing it because they need to visit her every day or every other day? Are they doing it because it's important, because, or are they just using this, you know, her disability of autism and inability to do it, you know, are they just using it as an excuse to make money? You know, I don't know. I'm sure there are loads of cases where there are times where it is necessary and they do need to visit every single day. But there are times where it doesn't need to happen and they're doing it just because they can make money out of it. And because I don't trust people. I don't trust that they're assessing things properly. And I can't assess it because I'm not welcome to these sessions. I'm not invited to these sessions. You know, even with her older child, the father's only seen the child once. And you know, they said that they can't, that Sophie is visiting that child twice a week. They're making a lot of money on that as well, but she is visiting the child, but she can't take the new child to visit that child because the younger child needs to be supervised. So she's only having the younger child if there's someone supervising at all times. And therefore, if she went into the call center to visit her new child, there won't be someone supervising for the younger child, which is ridiculous, because the whole point of going into this session is to be supervised for someone. So to think that she can't bring the second child in because she needs two supervisions, one supervision for the older child and one supervision for the younger child, I mean, that sounds like nonsense to me. And they've said it. This is something social services have said. She cannot bring her younger child into the sessions with her child that was born last year. So she cannot bring her newborn baby into the session to meet her 1-year-old child. They cannot bring them together. Why? Because she'll need a second supervisor to watch over the second child. But because they're not allowing the father to meet this second child, they said that they can't. I mean, why are you blocking Sophie's new partner and father of her new child from seeing her older child, who's only one? Why would you not allow him to come in? Why would you? And to think that they're also traveling an hour or two, it's about an hour and a half journey every day or twice a week to go and see this child. So this child is not close to them. And to think that she's not allowed to bring her younger child in because she needs a second supervisor. I mean, there's someone watching. You don't need two supervisors for two children. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking. I swear these people are mad. Is this madness to say that you can't bring your younger child in here because you'll need a supervisor for your young child when you've got an older child who's also being supervised? And can't the supervisor watch over both the children? I don't know. I mean, maybe they're thinking, well, I'm sure, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's because it is an hour and a half away and the child is only 1 month and they think that the child shouldn't be traveling long distances. Maybe that's an excuse. If that's the excuse, then I understand it. Is it going to change in a few months' time? I don't know. You know, so my sister does not talk very well, so if there is loads of excuses as to why they've banned something, she's not going to give all the excuses. She'll just say one thing that will piss me off because that won't make any sense, and then I won't be able to get any more information from her because I would assume that there is no more information. If she's telling me something, I would assume that she's telling me all the information because that's what normal people do. But yes, stressful.